dinner by myself.
I ordered a lot of food.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So tonight, because it is very much nighttime, the sun is setting, I had the idea to go out for dinner by myself. So I think the reason why I thought that would be a good idea is because I always love challenging myself and doing things alone and things that are uncomfortable, because growth, baby. Yeah, I just feel like when I want to do something, can't really be bothered to go with anyone else. It's like, why the hell not? There's a sushi place down the road that I have been to a couple of times before. I know it's a good place and I'm really craving sushi. So I'm like, why not? So I literally had a nap. I've kind of just like been waking up from my nap. It's almost 5:30. I feel like since daylight savings and the sun's been setting earlier, because it's winter now in Sydney, I am getting hungry at like 5:36 and I'm ready to eat. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna walk down to the restaurant and we're gonna get some dinner. So I think it's just an important thing to do, to be able to do things on your own, because at the end of the day, you can only rely on yourself 100% of the time. Why not be friends with yourself, and why not take yourself out on a date? My history of doing things alone, I went camping for 3 nights in February, or maybe it was the end of it was early Feb, and I went up about a 3-hour drive north of Sydney, and I went camping on my own for 4 days and 3 nights. I also went to Queensland July last year, and I went and stayed in a hostel by myself. I definitely have a track record for trying to put myself outside of my comfort zone, trying to do things alone. I mean, every single time it's turned out okay. Like, I haven't died. Cairns was super fun. I met a bunch of people because I was at a hostel, so of course that's gonna be fun. Camping, I kind of just stayed at the campsite for 4 days and read books and swam because I was right by the water and ate food, and it was really, really chill. I felt totally safe. It was actually quite funny. When I first got there, I had brought a gazebo, and I have never put up a gazebo ever, let alone by myself. So I was setting it out, and this man comes over to me. He's like 60 or 70 or something. He's like, oh, hey, you need a hand? And I was like, actually, yeah. He was like, yeah, I thought so. It's upside down. And I was like, oops. But yeah, so he helped me set it up. So that was very nice. Felt very comfortable. And he was like, oh, me and my wife are here like for a week. Like, if you need anything, let us know. Also, camping, people are just nice for most of the time. So you usually don't have any bad experiences there. Anyway, tangent aside, going out for dinner by yourself is very much, I think, the most intimidating meal. You know, I think going out for lunch by yourself is chill. But going for dinner, it feels very intimidating. I also know that this restaurant is often not very busy. So I watched tonight be the night that it's actually busy. But no, when I've been, there's usually like 2-3 other tables full. It's never anything crazy. So I'm gonna get ready, and I'm not feeling like dressing up. I'm not feeling like putting on makeup. I'm having a chill day. I'll probably change out of activewear though, you know? That's probably a reasonable task. Yes, let's go get ready. Quickly, here's the sunset before it sets for the night. OOTD. You've got a suede jacket, a black button-up kind of shirt, these linen pants, and some white shoes. Might wear this to keep with like the brown. Yeah, I think I might wear this. Real talk. I kind of get scared, paranoid, walking when it's dark on my own, which I guess isn't the most irrational thing. It's not a helpful thing because you can't just avoid walking after a certain time. Sometimes you gotta do it, and you just gotta kind of walk on the main roads, have your wits about you. Yes, a little nervy, but you know what? You're here with me. Nothing can happen now. Alrighty, let's head off. Yes, please. So can I please get the just salmon and avo roll and the chicken katsu bento box, please, and a Coke as well. Just a Coke. Yeah. Thank you. Back. I got the goods. Okay, I am back now. My tummy is so full. So I actually have a lot of anxiety when it comes to a lot of things. Doing little things like this is so important. Yeah, to just expose myself to experiences where I am more uncomfortable and I am not, with the safety of friends or whatever it may be. Doing these kinds of things are super important, just so you can know for your own sake that you can do those things alone and that you're okay. And then you can do bigger and better things, They didn't have a lot of people in the restaurant, which is what I was expecting, which I was happy about. There was probably about 2-3 other tables of people. There actually were 2 people alone when I walked in. When I walked in, there was a woman alone, there was a man alone. So that kind of was nice. And I said loud and proud, table for one. So I did check my phone a little bit. I wasn't really scrolling on my phone, but more just Snapchatting people. That's what I tend to do. I was also listening to a podcast while I was eating. Sadly did not read much of my book because I think it's sad that, you have a moment of non-stimulation and we all go straight to our phones. Like, for example, standing in an elevator. I don't think I can stand in an elevator and not whip out my phone and have a quick check of whatever. Waiting in line for your coffee. I don't know if phones are a bad thing. I mean, your whole world's in there essentially, and there's so many great things you can do. You could be reading a really interesting article. You could be learning something really cool. You could be being productive, doing some schoolwork, doing work. So I don't think that kind of thing's necessarily a bad thing. I just think we're all very overstimulated. A lot of my alone time is spent on my phone, on my computer, watching TV. And that's why I'm trying to read more, I want to break that cycle of being on my phone all the time. I don't want to be reliant on something, it's almost like a codependent thing. I was probably at the restaurant for about 45 minutes, not super long. I did have a fun, embarrassing moment where I had 2 failed attempts of trying to get the waitress's attention because I just wanted a bag to put my takeaway in. Anyway, I ended up going up to the counter and asking. So it was all good. Crisis averted. Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, that's so awkward. And you go like, oh, did anyone see me try and get the attention and fail? It's a little embarrassing, but you know what? Who cares? I will never see those people again. I had quite a nice time just being with myself and enjoying good food. I hope I've inspired you to try this yourself. I mean, for some people, this might seem like not a big deal, and that's so great for you. But for me, yeah, it's something that I'm trying to get better at and something that I really care about. I hope you enjoyed the video today. I'm giving you all homework to go out for dinner on your own. And I'll see you in the next video.